Alright, so this is basically driving out to the salt. This is, oh my gosh, let me get my seatbelt on.
Have a good day, guys.
Thank you, sir.
Too.
Hold this,
Yep.
this just for a second. It's recording.
Welcome to Sunrise in Bonneville.
That's right. So, this is what we got. Can't really help but your heart start racing when you start heading out here. For me, this is my 12th year coming out, so a lot of memories. So basically, this is driving out to the pit area. I made other videos coming the other way, but I've never really made one going in. If you see that dividing line, that little blue line on the left, a couple of years ago they did not have that, and when you have people from all over the world, they drive on different sides of the road, and when there's no bearings, it's deadly. Had one guy that he died. They had a head-on collision, and maybe two died, but definitely one died. It was really horrific. So that simple little line saved your life. So this line also, when you're out running the course, you're gonna have one single line and you're gonna follow it. You think that, here, I'm gonna roll up that window. So generally the speed limit's 45. I don't know, we're doing close to that. So if you can tell, the road's really pretty rough. I don't know if you can tell it by the camera, but the course, so this is actually groomed, or they drag it with a like a weighted thing behind the truck. But the out at the course, what they do is they walk it and they manually fill in all the holes. Oh wait. So can only imagine how rough it is in that F450 up there, because it rides horrible. And not that this one's a smooth ride, because it's not. So if you look, I don't know, I can't really zoom in the camera, but this right here, it's called Floating Mountain. So when you're going down the course, you're going to look at the horizon, because there's no other land barriers or marks. You think it would be impossible to lose that line right there when you're following it. You're like, how the hell can I lose that? But trust me, I have lost it, and once you lose your bearings, you really can't tell what direction you're going. So your reference is the same reference that, you know, the racers for the last, whatever, I think this is the 78th year they've done this. You look on the horizon and you look for that. It's called Floating Mountain, and you aim for that. As long as you're aiming for that, you're doing pretty good. But once you lose sight of that line, you're immediately supposed to pull off. The rules are basically, it's different depending what course you're on. But if you have a medical emergency, you have some kind of, you have a fire, you have something that needs immediate attention, and the emergency crews need to react. The way that you're going to signal that is you're going to pull off either to the left side or to the right side. And depending if you pull off to the left or the right, one is an emergency, like get the emergency crews there right now, and the other one is just, hey, you know, the engine blew up. So it's important you know which way to pull off. The other thing is that you have a return course. So once you go, you're going to have exit on the left, or you're going to have exit on the right, and each course can be different, and you cannot mess that up, because if you fuck that up, you know, you have other courses out here. You have 3 courses, so the last thing you want to do is accidentally drive in front of a car going 300-400 miles an hour. If you're in doubt, you stop. There have been many cases where a driver will, for whatever reason, will spin out, which is not uncommon, and and then they'll head back to the starting line full throttle. So it happens. So don't be that guy if you're ever driving out here. Yeah. But I've only lost the line one time. The course, this was actually last year. You're looking at your gauges, you're looking at your RPMs, you're making sure that you don't, because with each bump, the tire spins. So even though you're doing 150 miles an hour plus, the tires are spinning, and they slowly, gradually, it's almost like a slow soak, and your speed won't increase, but your RPMs do. So that means either your clutch is slipping, which it's probably not. Most likely you're spinning the tires, so you have to let off the throttle and then lean back into it, and then make sure that your speed is increasing, because otherwise it's real common to not pay attention to that, and then you spin the car around, at 150, 180 miles an hour, where the hell you're going. In most cases the car does not flip, which is good, but there are cases obviously where it does. But whatever it is, it's not going to be a fun ride. So in that case, pull your parachute. Hopefully it'll straighten your car out. Just hold on, I'm sure if you look through different YouTube videos and different stuff like that, you've seen where people spin out and they go across the mile marker backwards, with their parachute going the opposite way, which is crazy, horrifying. But you're gonna learn something today. Don't do that. I'm sure it's a lesson you don't forget. So you can see, I don't know if you can see it on the camera, in the distance to the right, that's going to be the pit area. Actually, I'm sorry, that's the tech area in the Southern California Timing Association booth. It's where they sell the shirts, they sell the fuel, they sell, all the stuff that you're going to need to run. You got to go register the car. You got a ton of stuff. All your business you're going to take care of is going to be to the right. Our goal this morning is to get the car unloaded, get it to tech. That big long line behind us, guess what? They got the same idea. You're not the only one that got up early this morning. You're not the only person that was looking forward to racing all year. You're not the only one that had 2 cups of coffee. They are ready to go, to rip and tear. They're ready to make some magic. They've worked their ass off all year, and they want to see some results. And that's the beginning of it. So we are luckily one of the first people out here. So as long as we don't dilly-dally around and get that car up to tech, we're going to be doing pretty good. I don't know if tech's actually going to let us go there. I don't know. They might tell us to get the hell out of here. I don't know what's going to happen, but we're going to try. It's easy to ask for forgiveness. But this isn't their first rodeo either. They know what the hell's, they know what's up. So they know that everyone's going to be trying to do the same thing. So if you look, see that big tent looking building, that huge one with the tractors? I don't know if you can see it in the video. We're going to get closer. So that's Andy Green's, their setup. I've never seen anything like that. It looks like a portable building basically, but I'm pretty sure the budget's pretty unlimited in what he's doing. And if Andy Green is involved, Andy Green holds the record for the all-out fastest land vehicle ever. He was also broke the sound barrier. He didn't drive that thing, he piloted that thing. It's basically looks like a jet, 2 huge jet engines with a little canopy in the middle, and that's how he did it. So this is gonna be a hydrogen powered. You can see he's also away from everybody. That's for if there's an explosion, because it's a real concern. But so he's kind of away from everybody, and we're also staying away from him as well, because we don't know the dangers that are involved with that. Yeah, that's kind of some new stuff, and it's not. You don't want to find out the hard way that some kind of safety protocol was missed. So this is pulling up in the pit area. As you can see, there's a couple of rows. The course is actually to the right. The cars in that front line far right is a half mile from the course. It's pretty cool to see, and it's pretty cool to be there. But you got to figure a car traveling at 300, 400, 500, maybe 600 miles an hour, depending what happens today. That gives you roughly, I think it's about 2 seconds if something goes wrong. Because if you're traveling, just say 500 miles an hour, how long does it take you to travel a half mile? I don't know what the time is, but it's a matter of seconds. So if things go wrong, you probably don't want to be closer. You kind of want to give yourself some distance, because it is your life. Or when the cars crash, the parts, they go for miles, and you don't want to get hit by that debris. It'll ruin your day. So I'm gonna stop videotaping because I need to hook this truck up, and we need to get it going. Let me see here. All right. Okay. Where's somebody's tarp? Hopefully they forgive me. Sorry, guys. That's probably a big no-no, and I apologize in advance. Okay, well, I gotta get to work.